Welcome back to another how-to video. This is a monthly series where once a month I make a how-to video showing you guys how to navigate the hobby like a pro. So for today's video, it's going to be how to spot fake Pokemon cards, because the last few card shows that I've had multiple parents come up to me asking if I could pull out all the fake cards from their binders, and they had a ton of fake cards. I'll be dropping those shorts very soon. And we are going to do a little giveaway today. All you got to do is make sure you're subscribed. You got to hit that notification bell. You got to hit that like. Then you have to answer the question of the day. So for today's question, have you guys ever bought a fake Pokemon card? And if so, which card? This is what we're giving away today. We got a beautiful Oricorio EX SIR promo. And I do have to announce the winner from last Sunday's giveaway, and is at Edwin Sullivan, Mega Gamer. So just shoot me an email and hit me up on Instagram. I'll get those cards sent out to you. We do have to give a big thanks to our video sponsor real quick, and that is Metatcg. I did all the research and I found us the best possible store or website for you guys to trade your bulk in for cash or super rare cards. The cards do have to be near mint, and they're located in Arlington, Texas. They actually got some super sick merch too. And the Pokemon bulk submission is so easy. You literally just type in exactly how many cards you have, and they even have a video showing you how to package everything. So definitely check them out. I'll have all the links in the description. And of course, if you're going to grade through PSA for your first time, you can click my link in the description, use the code BEARD25, and you receive $25 off your very first submission, which is basically a free graded card. And now, if you guys want to try tag grading, you can click my link in the description, use the code BEARD10, and you receive 10% off your first submission. So definitely check that out. All right, so when we are talking about fakes, there's a lot of different ways that you guys can spot these. The easiest way, in my opinion, is the shine. They're usually a little bit duller or like extra shiny. Again, there's a bunch of different fakes. And then the biggest one too is texture. Now, you know, all the VMAXs, rainbow cards, those are all going to have texture. The majority of fakes on those cards do not have texture. But like for your basic V, I mean, this one's kind of tough. Like, let me know down below if you guys can just automatically spot which one is the fake before I tell you. And there's a few different ways that I can spot it too, to where even if these do look pretty good and they look similar, the biggest way for me in the front is the border. The Grimmsnarl V is the fake card, and as you can see, the border is just a mess. It's super thick all over, and it's not good. Now, the next way is the font. Like, look at how nice the font is on the Galarian Rapidash. You know, the Psychic, it's nice and thick. But for the Grimmsnarl, you know, it's much thinner. You can just tell it is not the same. So font is a very big one, of course. But yeah, this is actually a pretty good fake for just a basic V, to be honest. Like, shine-wise, they are pretty close. Now, the other way is the back. So this is the fake one. As you can see, it's just a lot duller, a lot lighter. Might be a little hard to see in the camera, but always check the backs. That's another way that you can just easily spot a fake from a mile away. But yeah, it's just so much duller, not nearly as much color, and there's usually an extra shine on it all over the card. You know, you can see that glare. This one doesn't have that one nearly as much. So that's another easy way to spot that. And then I even do have a VMAX here. So this is a fake Butterfree VMAX. And then this is a Galarian Gallery VMAX card. So all these VMAXs and stuff, they're going to have a little bit of texture on there. You can feel it. You can see it. But this Butterfree has nothing. And another way you can spot fakes is the feel of the card. Sometimes they're super thin, and sometimes they're really thick. Like, this one feels pretty thin compared to this one. You know, if you bend it a little bit, you can feel it's, you know, nice and sturdy. This one feels half as thick. So that's one way I spot it every time, is that border. As soon as I see that just wonky border, you know it's not Pokemon. Even though Pokemon's borders are not perfect, they're much better than a lot of these fakes. And we'll check the back of these cards too. So this is the fake one right here. This is the real one. A much, you know, darker blue. And I mean, just look at the border on this fake card right here. I mean, just so thin. It's terrible. But yeah, you can also do the light test where you put like a phone light underneath. And if the light just goes completely through the card, you can tell, you know, it's super thin and not authentic. But to be honest, I've never even had to do the light test. I can usually just spot it by looking at it. That's why I made this video. So hopefully you guys will be able to do this too. But no joke, the shine is the biggest thing. And then the texture, obviously, for the non-textured cards. That's obviously a no-brainer. But it shocks me to see how many people have no idea the card is fake when there's just no texture. It's just super smooth. Now, I have seen some fakes out there that are getting pretty good to where they do have texture. And then that's where you got to look at the borders, the font, the feel of the card, and I promise you will be able to spot it. And they do also have the cut test, which I would not recommend doing because then you're cutting cards and you could be possibly cutting a real card. So yeah, what I would like to do is if you have a card that you think is fake, and let's say you're at a card show or something, definitely just go ask anybody and they will help you out, because all you got to really do is compare it to a real card and you'll be able to kind of tell the differences for sure. But I totally get that it is super tough when you are new in this hobby and there's thousands and thousands of cards and every era looks different. The textures are all different. It's definitely overwhelming. So, if you guys have any questions down below, or if you guys have some cards you're not sure about, you can, shoot me a message on Instagram, send me some pictures or an email, and I'll have all the info down below for that. And I can definitely help you guys out, because the fakes are getting pretty good and sometimes it is pretty tough to tell. But yeah, if you just remember, the shine, the texture, the font, the border, the feel of the card and all that, then, it's much, much easier to spot. And then too, you can always bring some real cards with you that are authentic, that you got from the store, if you're a little worried if the cards could possibly be fake. And then also when you're buying cards on eBay, do not be afraid to ask for some more pictures, especially if it's a pretty expensive lot. Just so you're, getting authentic cards, and make sure you're getting from legit sellers. And I do have a couple more fake cards here. So these gold cards are very common. You see these all over eBay and everything. You'll see them at card shows even. To be honest, I think they're actually pretty sick. I mean, look at that shining Charizard right there. But yeah, these are super obvious to tell. But here's the thing, these have texture. So it's not impossible for them to do texture. And then too, if someone looked this card up, or the Magikarp and Wailord, these are super expensive real cards. But obviously we don't have gold versions of these. And the backs, we don't have backs that look like this. So these are super obvious ones, but you see these all over the place. And then here's some other basic Vs. These ones don't have any shine on them actually, compared to like this Crobat here, which is a much, much better fake. So you'll see a lot of these dull ones with absolutely no shine. These ones are super easy to spot. It's when they start getting that good shine on there, that's when you're like, can easily be fooled, especially if you're buying a big collection or something like that. There's a bunch of these in there. It's definitely easy to miss. And then I'll grab the real V so you guys can kind of see the difference. But yeah, that Crobat V, that's a really good fake, to be honest. But again, the border, the font, it is all off. And then the backs, it's just so easy to spot. Probably hard to tell in the video, but yeah, super easy to spot because of the dullness. So yeah, just a little quick how-to video. If you guys like this content, please make sure you subscribe, hit that notification, leave a like and comment. And then also, I am doing a massive giveaway on my Instagram and on my YouTube on my last Pokemon Market Monday, so definitely go check that out. I will be calling the winner on my next Market Monday. It's for a Phantasmal Flames ETB and a Phantasmal Flames booster box. So I'll be calling that winner literally tomorrow. So make sure you guys go enter that so you do not miss out. But all right, if you guys like this content and you guys want to stay ahead of the market, please make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a like and comment. If you guys want to support more, you guys can check out my Instagram, my TikTok, Facebook, YouTube membership, all that. You guys know what to do. You guys are the best. But all right, I want you guys to have a great day. And if you guys want to watch my last Pokemon Flying Friday, where we went over a ton of the new cards, Perfect Order, and the new Japanese set, just dropped Ninja Spinner, which is going to be our Chaos Rising, basically the same exact set. Click this video here. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.